This is Monte.
Indeed. In only 18 years, this little desert oasis has grown into quite a tourist attraction.
It's his first game on the 3DS, and with 3D graphics. Funny how things work out sometimes. I bet his wallet says bad motherfucker on it, too. Do you read the Bible, Brett? It's Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask.
This is how it's done. All in a day's work.
Released in 2012 for the Nintendo 3DS, Miracle Mask is the 5th Professor Layton game released in the States. 4 other games were all released for the original Nintendo DS, so symbolically, this is like the start of a new era for Professor Layton. Actually, it's a bit of a literal change too. The gameplay hasn't changed much, but Miracle Mask does make some welcome changes to the presentation. So you play as said professor, the puzzle-solving guru, as well as his little posse, which includes his young apprentice Luke and assistant Emmy. They've come to the bustling town of Monte, which is a good thing. Some maniac wearing a mask is turning the townspeople to stone, doing all kinds of just horrible things. He's even calling himself the Masked Gentleman. It's the worst villain name ever. This guy deserves to be busted. And of course, with Professor Layton around, busting is sure to commence. You explore the town, meet some of the people, basically poke around until you find clues, solve the puzzles, and all the usual Professor Layton-ing. Again, the difference is that the game has 3D graphics for the first time, and it really brings these characters to life.
Don't keep me in suspense. There is no puzzle without a solution.
You see, in prior games, everything was all flat and 2D, which I normally prefer, to be honest, but the team at Level 5 deserves a lot of credit. They've done an awesome job translating Layton's art style into 3D, and it works really well. It also gives things a little makeover, however minor, and that goes a long way to freshen things up. If there's a drawback, it's that sometimes the switching between animated 2D scenes and then polygonal scenes feels a bit jarring, so the transition isn't always seamless. But we've been talking about the game's look so much because, frankly, the gameplay is exactly what you'd expect. Professor Layton is basically a series of brain teasers with a story attached, and as always, they're fantastic in Miracle Mask. Very challenging, very enjoyable. In fact, they often benefit from stereoscopic 3D, which is awesome. What doesn't work as well, though, is the new means of interaction. So before, you were able to just tap on your environment to investigate. Now you have to slide your stylus around and zoom in on things. It feels more like a way to show off the 3D effect than a functional improvement over the older games. More complicated, less intuitive.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Wow!
But still, that's hardly a deal breaker. And as puzzle games go, Layton is still the king. And this massive puzzler, while perhaps a bit familiar, is as good as they come. Miracle Mask is an exceptional adventure and one of the best 3DS games to date.
How about this?